Hello you guys, welcome back to another video on this channel and welcome back to none other than a lot of you guys' faves, unpopular opinions. It might be 2025. How often do I see these on my page? Not often. But I don't care because I make content I like, and I remember like high school, even now, like when I see them by, YouTubers I enjoy, I love a good unpopular opinions because I follow real people. And since you're here, that can only mean one thing, that you probably agree. Unpopular opinion number one. We're gonna jump into a little cutesy one first, but it gets serious. I've made like a couple videos on TikTok. This is a joke. It's caused discourse in the comments, stuff like that. I'm so tired, and I'm gonna put on the screen of people acting like these cookies right here are not good, are not tasty. Anytime I'm at the store, I'm here for something real and I want a sweet treat. When I step by that bakery aisle, that's what I'm grabbing. That's what I'm grabbing. What do you guys mean you up in here talking about they have no flavor? They're so gross. Those are cardboard cookies. Are you okay? I taste lots of different flavors when I eat those. Like, I'm ready to fight the fight to I'm standing beside these till I die. Because why are you guys lying? Why are you guys acting like those cookies aren't good? See, I might really ruffle some feathers with this one. I choose those over Oreos, over Chips Ahoy, over any like brand cookie because I like cookies, but I'm like a real cookie person. Like, like fresh out the oven, big. Like my favorite personal cookie, those are frosted sugar cookies, but I like sugar cookies like the ones you bake in the oven, that are just like plain. I love those. And I love to bake chocolate chip. But when it comes to like a cookie that you're just gonna buy that's gonna be room temperature, those eat it up every single time. What do you mean there's no flavor? There's flavor all over the place. Like, it's okay, guys. Just admit that they're good and you're just looking to hate. Like, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Clock it. Stole the phone.
I have about 4 left in my little 10 cookie container downstairs, and I'm about to eat it as soon as I'm done with this video. Next. So my next unpopular opinion is, if you guys are on TikTok or just a young woman on the internet, I feel like there's been so much discourse lately. So many different terms in the girly pop community, okay? We got girls girl, boy crazy, decentering men, no ring, blah. There's so much, and I hate that for us. But it's really just us trying to find a balance of like, what does this mean? Because some people are like, a girl's girl would never do this. No, I think a girl's girl would never do that. I think I have a lot of different opinions. My biggest overall opinion on that, on my womanhood and what I think it means to actually care about women and stuff, is in the Women Can't Please Everyone video. Go check it out. But boy crazy is a term that I feel like girls have heard since, for me, like middle schoolish. It's like the girl who always has a new crush, the girl who is always trying to follow her new crush throughout, or the girl who flirts with every guy in sight, flirts with her guy friends, will hook up with anyone. Like, that's what it was giving when we were minors, when we were younger. Like, they're boy crazy. They're always just after a man and take any man. I feel like as you get older, which I'm still very young, but I'm an adult now. I'm 5 years post high school. I feel like as you get older, yes, some girls are still stuck in that youthful, like, not centering men, caring about male attention, caring about male validation, that it's like, blah, blah, blah. Like a lot of women are still stuck in that youthful place. Obviously, we see it. But specifically, what I see nowadays is the term of boy crazy as you get older, it tends to change. Because what I see now, at least with the people I surround myself with who are not like as youthful as that, is like, instead of people being always after someone, flirting with people, flirting with their friends, blah, 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 that being boy crazy, the boy crazy as you get older and as we start to like commit to people, get in relationships, have like real situations. Nowadays, I think boy crazy is the girls who may not always need a man around, always be in a new situation, always this, always that. But when they do, when they are in a committed relationship, when they are locked down, um, it's all about them and it's unhealthy and it's I don't care about hanging out with anyone else except him. I don't care about friendships. I don't prioritize my friends anymore. The older I get, to me, that is boy crazy. Where you don't have the balance, and all of a sudden, one person is just your whole world, and everyone else doesn't matter. That is what I've seen as I've grown up. I think boy crazy now is when you get into a relationship and you want to hang out with them, and it's always, oh, can he come? Can he come to this? Can I invite him to this? Like, or blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I just want to see you. Like, or it's not at all. Like, oh, I can't go because he needs something. I can't go because there's some. It's always like about him. And I don't always blame these girls for, isolating themselves. Isolation, I've been in an abusive relationship and I know isolation is a huge tactic in abusive relationships. Like, men isolating you to make it feel like they're the source of your power, your worth, and all that, to where you don't have that much engagement or deep closeness with anyone else around you. But some bitches just do it to themselves because he did not invite himself. You wanted him to come everywhere. Okay. He wanted to do this or want to do that when you had plans and you're supposed to be loyal to someone else. He didn't make you cancel the plans. You wanted to cancel them and go. Like, I just feel like the girls nowadays who ghost everyone but their man, ghost their friends, don't care, like, just don't put energy into their other relationships anymore. And it's all, to me, that is the new boy crazy. And don't get me wrong, we've all been there. We've all been like in new relationships where it's very exciting. Of course, when you first meet someone, your priority is like, I just want to keep hanging out with them. I just want to keep, learning more and more about them. And I, of course, give all the girls in my space to have that phase because it's very normal when you start falling for someone. But it's just like the balance. You eventually have to find that balance and don't ever let that shit overpower the power of your connection with others. Like, I hate to see us lose to a boy crazy person, especially to a boy who ain't. And now all of a sudden, when you're not living with him anymore, when he's not your only friend anymore, now who do you have? Now who do you want? Like, stay over there. Because like I said, it's your decision. So I just feel like, yes, there's still boy crazy. Oh, I crave male validation. I crave, like, a lot of times boy crazy back then was used in a sense of like, I crave multiple men's validation. And now, the more you get older, you find the people around you craving attention from one man, one source, and nothing else matters. And that is still boy crazy because at the end of the day, he's still a man. And not even to do that for a good man because, like I said, other sources of connection matter. So, that to me is the new boy crazy. I don't want to be around it. I don't want girls who act like that. Like I said, of course, giving women the space to be excited and spend a lot of time like with new people. Like, I don't own people, but there's a balance, there's a difference, and the real ones know exactly what I mean. And now moving on. The day today that I'm recording this is 4th of July. It's 4th of July, so let's get a little bit political. I never give if you follow me on all platforms. But hello, if I'm not new to you, my name's Alicia. If you guys know, you know. I'm a Southern California resident, here, born and raised. If you're not living under a rock, the past few weeks you have seen what has been going on with this president and what he's doing to these people, right? You see it. It's heavily impacting literally my communities. I see it and hear it with my own eyes very closely. And I just think that a lot of people who are trying to justify ICE in this immigration issue need a drink thrown in their face.
This, be nice. I'm finding it.
Okay, because for the most part on my social media, I'm on the right side where it's like, okay, we're fighting, and we are fighting not necessarily the law, but we're fighting the way these people are being treated. right? The way these people are being treated, that's what does it for me. And then we have people over here, the Trumpies, like, oh, well, they're breaking the law. That's what happens when you break the law. At the end of the day, they're breaking the law, and they think people deserve this for breaking a law. And to those people, I have to say, you break laws every single day. Especially it gets me when I see young people like me talking about this, like, dang, you're still acting like old head. Because at least what I've experienced, there's so many people who jaywalk, who use that fake ID every weekend, who are drinking underage. So okay, these people, they're breaking the law. What do you expect? That's what happens when you break the law. So the next time you jaywalk, you deserve to be manhandled and thrown in a cage. That's what you're saying. You broke the law, but you broke the law though. So we, at least I, have a problem with how these people are being treated. I feel like it hits very close to home. It's giving 2020 again with these protests. We are protesting the ways that these people are being treated. 2020, we're protesting the brutality that my people have endured for centuries. And some of these people, these, I like, of course, here in Southern California, it's heavily impacting the Mexican community because, like, we're close to the border. But those aren't the only immigrants. It's still affecting my community and other things. And even if it wasn't, I would still care because I care. But I just think that's crazy. The justification of you broke the law. So next time you jaywalk, next time you drink underage and all that, what you're saying is that that should happen to you. That's what happened. If that white man could go to a protest and people get put in handcuffs, get put in a cop car, um, be driven to get some food before he got to jail, after he just offed a bunch of people, very violent, very dangerous. And look at how they handled that white man for beyond breaking the law. But you think this is okay because these people broke the law? Go yourself. Actually, actually, and I hope if this offends you, you unsubscribe and unfollow me. I had to go ahead and get that one out of the way because a lot of y'all got me up and are getting my blood pressure up. But anyways, power to the people. Moving on. So this next one, I feel like is definitely going to ruffle some feathers. Manifesting the people who are self-aware to listen to this next one, because this is another one that I made a reel on Instagram about. The way people were mad, disturbed in my comments. And this one wasn't even about religion. Like, if you guys follow me, you know I'm not religious. I make deconstructive content on my TikTok and Instagram, and talk about it on here from time to time. Deconstructing Christianity as a black woman who grew up Christian, you know the vibes. Most of the time, when people are big mad in my comments, it's about me talking about religion. This one has nothing to do. Okay, like I said, I'm a born and raised Southern California girly. Here, the za, it's legal. It's legal, right? Legal, been legal. Grew up seeing it in my teenage years, seeing it now. And as someone who is not a green user, um, I really don't like indulge in anything. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. I just don't like it. I don't hate on people who recreationally find joy in it. But I just have to say, especially in my last relationship, after dating someone, because I had typically always dated people who were like me, who, like, they're not really into it. If they are, it's recreationally, and that's kind of how I liked it. But the last bum that I dated, I gave a chance, who was a heavy green user. And let me just tell you, I was shocked. Like, I understand, like, how much people use it, how often people use it, but for the most part, like, the household I grew up in, I think I am the way I am because my parents kept a pee. Like, I never saw my parents with drink, with green in the house. They're not really those type of people either. So I think naturally that's just why I am the way I am. But for the first time, I dated someone who it was like, before I eat breakfast, after I eat breakfast, before I hop in the shower, after I hop out the shower, before this. Like, yo, I literally remember this one time I was driving. He had to use the bathroom really, really bad. He had to take it. And he was literally getting mad at me for like stopping at lights that I could have ran and stuff when I pull up to the store so he can hop out and use the bathroom. He was just getting mad at me and snapping at me for not driving fast enough. Instead of getting his up and going in the store, he rolled up real quick before he took it. So where was this urgency? I think a lot of people are addicted to green. Are addicted to green. And I got so much pushback in those comments because it's people who are addicted to green and who don't like that I use the word addiction. Like, I got a couple people who are like, oh yeah, like, I definitely am. Like, just because people think it's not as bad as using hard and stuff like that. Yes, when you literally depend on it and need it after every meal, like, I agree that I am. And I'm like, period. That's all I said. That's all I said. Because it's the truth. Like, I could see, okay, like, maybe we go, like, people who go and use it every weekend, anytime they party, maybe a few nights out of the week at the end of the day, cool. But I was with someone who literally needed it multiple times a day. Like, and I didn't like that. I thought it was scary, and it made me realize like how much people are addicted, but we don't like to use the word addiction because addiction a lot of times goes in hand with hard stuff, like, you know. But it's the truth. It's the truth. A lot of you guys are dependent, addicted, can't go without it, and so many people that I know are dependent, addicted, can't go without it. We're so mad in those comments, like, and what about it? Coming from my appearance, I'm like, so you're mad that I said the truth? That I said the truth? Like, just because it's not a hard doesn't mean, you get what I mean? People were so mad, y'all, so mad. Like I said, if you guys know me from this channel, you know I grew up pretty sheltered, and like I said, even like never seeing my parents indulge in these things. So to date someone like that and see that, like, oh, you always hear about these people, but like, it really is a lot of people. Like, because actually dating someone and seeing it versus, oh, knowing friends who do it, but like, I don't really see it. It's just like a lot of you guys are dependent, and I just don't think it's healthy to be dependent on anything, even though, like I said, it's much different than like a hard. It's the truth. It's the truth, baby. It's the truth. Moving on.
What are you talking about?
Really?
What did I do?
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my silly little unpopular opinions. I haven't made one of these. I try to make one of these every couple of months. It's just when, stuff starts popping in my mind and I feel like I need to talk, even though I give my opinion on my TikTok and Instagram every single day. If you know, like, a lot of times they connect, but I like to throw these into YouTube to give a more in-depth explanation. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you chuckled. I hope you agreed, because I attract the real ones on here, and I feel like a lot of these shouldn't be unpopular, but to some demographics and types of people, they are. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out my other unpopular opinions in my unpopular opinions playlist, or anything else, any other video on this channel, really. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!